Let's talk about the future of the biggest Xbox franchise, Halo. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I would like to talk about future of Halo games and 343 Industries too. So I'm sure you've heard that quite a lot of very important people left 343 Industries, so developers of Halo games. And we're talking about leading people, leading developers like game directors and lead programmers for the game engine, for example, right? People responsible for technology and stuff, right? And we left the kind of head of the studio kind of twice, because first it was Bonnie Rose, then we had that Joseph Staten, I think his name was, or is still. He actually left Microsoft even. And recently Frank O'Connor, who was a lead person on Halo games too, actually left the company too. I think he's working with Netflix, if I'm not mistaken now. So like you see all these people leaving and it just like keep happening all the time, and you think to yourself, right, so what the hell is going on? Who is going to be working on these games? Like, are we really going to get some more Halo games? Maybe Halo is done. And I think that's not really the case, because I did see some takes like that oh, it's end of Halo. I don't necessarily think that's the case. And I sort of feel sad seeing all these people go, because they were very influential when it comes to like all these great games, all these great Halo experiences. And I know that recently Halo games were not necessarily great. I mean, Halo Reach, I think, was the last great game, great Halo game, I would say. Then we had Halo 4 and 5, and these were kind of fun, especially Halo 4. And even Halo Infinite was actually a very good game, especially when it comes to the gameplay mechanics and everything. Story was just okay, nothing really major, but the game was fun to play. But you kind of expect more from games like that. We should expect more from games like that. And yeah, guys, like I think that these changes were needed, and I actually even think that these changes were needed way before they actually happened. But you know what they say, it's good that it happened finally. And I understand some people saying that Halo is done and everything, but there will be people replacing these people that actually left, and maybe that will be for good, because if you actually see at all these people at key top positions at 343 making some decisions and everything, and clearly there was a little bit of a mismanagement of the studio and stuff. So who knows, maybe new people will actually manage the studio better. Maybe they will make better decisions when it comes to future of Halo games and stuff, right? Who knows, that may actually happen. As for what's next for Halo, really, well, we know that they are still developing multiplayer. They will be adding more content and everything. Apparently Halo Infinite is actually a very good game when it comes to the multiplayer now as well, because this story, the campaign was good anyway, and I really enjoyed it. But the biggest obviously complaint about Halo was the lack of multiplayer content, and looks like that's changing slowly but surely, so that's actually very good news. But on top of that, we are supposed to get that battle royale kind of mode for Halo. So right now it looks like Microsoft/Xbox is focusing mainly on the Halo multiplayer, right? They just want to kind of restart, reboot the interest in the game and stuff, right? Forge actually does help a little bit as well, because there's actually way content to play. You can use the gamer created kind of content. That's not a problem. And so looks like they are really mainly at least when it comes to 343 Industries, looks like they are really focused on multiplayer, and they don't really think about like continuing the campaign or like any story missions, nothing like that, right? Which is sad to see, really, because like me personally, I played Halo games mainly for the campaign, for the single player experience and story and everything, and apparently there's no story DLCs or like any new part of Halo Infinite that would continue the story, right? So they are focusing mainly on multiplayer. And when it comes to that Battle Royale mode, which has been rumored for a while now, it's not 343 Industries actually working on that particular mode, or maybe that will be a separate game. We don't really know. But the fact of the matter is that they are actually giving work to some other developers outside 343 Industries. And maybe, just maybe, that's the way to go about it, right? Like, make sure that 343 focuses on multiplayer and creating extra content and everything. And then you can just hire people outside of the company to make some extra content for your games. And I think that's where it's going with Halo Infinite, that we won't necessarily see much of an input, especially now from 343 Industries, and most of the content will be coming from like third-party developers, like Certain Affinity, for example, which apparently is working on that Halo Infinite Battle Royale kind of mode. So we still have to wait and see if that's going to be successful. And right now looks like they are mainly focusing on multiplayer. They don't necessarily think about the campaigns or DLCs, nothing like that. Not at the moment, at least. Maybe that will change in the future. I would love to say that Halo's future is bright, but that doesn't appear like that at the moment. Hopefully that will change. Hopefully they will get Halo games back on their feet, because listen, even like a decade ago, Halo games were a system seller, right? Right now it's just okay game, and then that's it, which is sad because this is a huge franchise and it deserves better. But that's just my opinion. You can have your own, of course, on this channel. So let me know what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.